How do you build a water-cooled waifu computer under $100 that can handle almost every game in 1080p? Sounds impossible, right? Well, today, I'm about to prove that dreams do come true, even on a tiny budget. Alright, so how do we make a PC that's both powerful and drop-dead gorgeous? The trick is to get a little creative with our components. By creative, I mean we're raiding the deepest parts of the Chinese PC market. So you've got Taobao, China's answer to AliExpress. Then there's Xianyu. Think of it as AliExpress's scrappy little brother, the second-hand version. And of course, Pinduoduo, Timu's mysterious parent company.
I am your father.
If you speak Chinese or, can navigate a dictionary or a good AI assistant, you can find some insanely cheap parts here. For our CPU, we're going with an Intel E3 12005V6, yes, a server CPU. Why? Because these little beasts are super cheap and surprisingly powerful. They're sold as electric junk from big corporations, but don't let that fool you. These chips still work like new.
Nice.
Next, the graphics card. We've got an Nvidia 106 Professional GPU, similar to a GTX 1066 GB in performance, but with no output ports. Why? Well, this card was used for Bitcoin mining. To make it work, I had to get creative with a custom driver so I could use the integrated GPU for output, kind of like how laptops do it. I found this GPU bundled with an H310 motherboard, E3 CPU, and two 4GB RAM sticks for just $39. That's what I call a heist deal. To make this budget PC truly practical, I included a few components that most people would cut to save money, like a fully modular 450W power supply for a clean setup, a brand new 512GB SSD for quick load times, and a Wi-Fi module so you're not stuck by the router. These are small details that add big value, making this build a true budget powerhouse, not just another cheap setup. Now, onto aesthetics. We've got a brand new white SFF small form factor case for just $14, and some water cooling for $6.30. Yes, that's right, water cooling for under $7. At this point, even I'm wondering if this PC is held together by sheer willpower. And for the real star here, the Makima figure and themed stickers. These little extras ran me about $12, which technically pushed my budget over. But hey, what's a waifu PC without the waifu? For the gaming experience, you're probably wondering, how does this budget-friendly, water-cooled waifu rig actually handle real games? Well, let's jump into some benchmarks and see how it holds up. First up, Cyberpunk 2077 at 1080p on low settings, and we're hitting a solid 68 FPS. That's pretty impressive, right? The GPU here is giving us almost RTX 1066GB performance. So even in Night City's chaos, we're cruising. Next, Black Myth, Wukong. This game demands serious horsepower, but we're pulling a stable 60 FPS on all low settings. Our waifu PC is bringing some serious kung fu spirit to life here. And for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, at medium settings, we're still seeing around 43 FPS. Lara might be testing us a bit, but the gameplay is smooth enough for a solid experience. For online games, things get even better. VALORANT, all high settings, we're getting around 150 FPS. Not bad for a $100 PC, right? And League of Legends on those extended team fights, we're holding strong at about 85 FPS. No lag, no stutter, just smooth gameplay. These are fantastic results when you consider the budget. If you bought a refurbished PC at this price point online, it's doubtful you'd be able to play even one of these titles. So there you have it, a waifu water-cooled PC for under $100 that's both beautiful and, somehow, powerful enough for 1080p gaming. If you've got questions or just think this build is totally insane, hit me up in the comments. And yes, you too can have a waifu PC of your dreams, if you're brave enough to take on the Chinese PC market.